Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's the NFC Championship game. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
Come on. 19 Tiger.
Throwing on first down. Rich. Throw left side complete. That's Stanley. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. lightning fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 4 yards remain for second down. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. To throw on second down. Rich. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Rich. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons have struck first in this NFC title game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Brady. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now the first carry for Bush. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brady. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
They give to Bush going right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know what's going on the hoop.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Looking to throw. Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Rich, and it's caught over the middle, Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Second down at 4. Back to throw. Rich, he finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. first down. Rich. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Looking to throw on second down. Rich looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun, Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Rich. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Looking to throw. Rich. Aiming for Jacobs. He's got him, reeling it in on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
60 vices. Ready.
On 1st down, Stanley at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Rich. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a completion to Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Rich. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. A good pickup there at 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throwing partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Rich. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rich. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Back to throw. Rich. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll go option to the short side. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Come on. Hit. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go. You tighten up. Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man complete. It's Schmidt. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Complete to Jones. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On the give, this is their fullback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now a carry here for their fullback. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
Oh, I think there's a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flushed. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try and run with their fullback. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
19 Tiger.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Rich. Out to the right here to Wilson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. Rich. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
60 Bison.
They'll run on first down. It's Stanley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Jacksonville Jaguars who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry.
And And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play you did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
He'll drop to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They'll look to throw. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Lions have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They'll look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Rich. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. To throw on 3rd down. Rich buying time to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Rich. He hits Jacobs here on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rich. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing on first down. Rich. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Rich, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Rich. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The pickup there, 5 yards. Now Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Falcons! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. And that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And now, boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, throwing quickly here, and he's got Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st down, it's Stanley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.